The Hunter exotic chest piece, the Dragon Shadow, honestly doesn't sound like an amazing exotic at first glance. The exotic perk Wraith Metal Mail grants an increase to movement speed and weapon handling speed for a short time after dodging. Upon reading this description, I was quick to cast this exotic off in the same section as Mechanized Trick Sleeves and Lucky Pants, since all three of these exotics offer slight increases to weapon handling. The Dragon Shadow is a bit different however. Unlike the Trick Sleeves and Lucky Pants, which work specifically with a weapon class, being sidearms and hand cannons respectively, the Dragon Shadow is not bound by any particular weapon, so it has the same benefits across all loadouts. Let's look at the Dragon Shadow in more depth. Dodging increases movement and weapon handling speed for a short time. How much of a boost do you get to your movement and weapon handling speed? Movement is definitely noticeable, particularly when it comes to strafe speed, but the weapon handling is clearly much faster. The Annual Skate hand cannon has a brutally slow reload when spec'd with the extended mag node, but when the Dragon Shadow perk is active, the hand cannon reloads very quickly. Other aspects of weapon handling such as switch speed, ready up speed, and aiming speed are also noticeably enhanced when using this exotic. I was impressed with the Dragon Shadow at this stage, but the power of this exotic will come down to how long after dodging the exotic perk stays active for. Since there is no timer on the side of your screen, as is the case with other time-based exotics, I assume the Dragon Shadow perk would only last for a few seconds, like the Lucky Pants perk, which only lasts for about 2 seconds. Surprisingly though, the perk on the Dragon Shadow lasts for a staggering 10 seconds after dodging, which is about half the time it takes for your dodge to recharge naturally. So looking at this exotic objectively, you will get a significant boost to most aspects of movement speed and handling. The boost will last for quite a long time, and can potentially have more uptime than downtime if built correctly. Before we consider places where the improved handling will be useful, let's look at a build. Since dodging is available on all subclasses, the Dragon Shadow is not bound by a particular subclass, so you're free to use whichever element you like. I guess since the Dragon Shadow comes stocked with a Void Paragon mod, maybe use a Night Stalker would make sense, but you can easily switch this out for another element if you prefer. I personally like to use the Dragon Shadow with Arc Strider, so an Arc Paragon mod would be my choice. The reason I like to use Arc Strider with this exotic is for the Combat Flow perk, which will completely recharge your dodge ability on a melee kill, not even on a charged melee kill. Since you can also increase your melee damage and range with Combination Blow and Deadly Reach, the Way of the Warrior skill tree is well tuned for the Dragon Shadow. So how are we going to use this? We want to dodge to get increased movement speed and handling, and preferably use weapons that will benefit the most from faster handling. Weapon classes like hand cannons and rocket launchers, since they both have slow base reload speeds, will be significantly enhanced by the Dragon Shadow. Shotguns would also be a solid choice, particularly the Legend of Acreus shotgun, since its only real weakness is its poor handling. So after we have used our dodge, then used our weapons in their enhanced state, we would want to melee kill an enemy to fully recharge our dodge ability and continue the cycle. In some scenarios where melee killing enemies is possible, you spend far more time with the enhanced movement and handling speed that you will literally feel like you're playing in slow motion when your abilities are in cooldown. But since melee killing an enemy can refresh your dodge, ideally you shouldn't have very much downtime at all. There is potential for this build in both PvE and the Crucible, so let's consider both options. The idea of having weapon handling and movement speed does seem to be more of a Crucible thing, but when you see how long the enhanced state lasts for, you'll see how much it will help you in PvE too. Activities where melee kills are frequent, so obviously patrols and strikes, and even parts of the Leviathan raid will be good environments for the Dragon Shadow, since you can easily refresh your dodge ability and maintain the faster playstyle. In some of the harder activities, melee killing is less ideal, so the build I'm suggesting wouldn't be as solid. Even without the melee killing aspect to refresh your dodge, just getting the 10 seconds of enhanced handling can be very useful in some harder activities, such as shooting the skulls in the Callus fight. In short, if you like to play fast, always be on the move and be rewarded for it, then try the Dragon Shadow on PvE. The Crucible is also going to be an ideal place to use the Dragon Shadow. The whole melee killing enemies to refresh your dodge isn't going to come as freely as it does in PvE, but having faster handling for 10 seconds after dodging can be decisive in some of your encounters. Reloading, switching, and drawing speeds can be key factors in winning or losing gunfights against other Guardians, and by giving yourself a boost just by dodging, you will be a harder target to keep up with. So I guess to summarise the Dragon Shadow would be that it's great in both PvE and PvP. It really surprised me too, because it doesn't have the same wow factor as Orpheus Rig or Raiden Flux, but it does provide a consistent bonus that is absolutely worth your exotic slot. Give it a go, see if you like it, let me know what you guys think of it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching guys.